Welcome to Daily Advanced Madden. This is week 13, and for some teams this week is do or die. For others it's just about positioning heading into the playoffs. Let's start off with a quick look back at who you voted for last week's highlight of the night. It's going to be between the Cards, the Chargers, and the Jags. Let's see who you voted for. Coming in at third place is the Chargers. Unbelievable user play. Watch Zona start to finish. Just calculate every probability along the way. Making a tremendous interception. And of course, he's going to take it to the house. In a year like no other, the open field running is just phenomenal. We have Robinson here getting the screen pass, making people miss, putting people on skates, and it gets real interesting right about here. Over the wrong shoulder, back and forth, back and forth. Let me do it to you again. Now we head to Arizona. The human highlight reel. Tommy Two Beers back at it again. Just the tightest little seams, but the man, there's a reason he's a pure sniper in COD. Those are some tight thumb skills. Great job by the Cards. Just another incredible play by Tommy Two Beers. Human highlight reel that just keeps on going. Congratulations to the Arizona Cardinals and Tommy Two Beers, last night's highlight of the night. We're not done with Tommy yet. Our first stop is going to be in Philadelphia, where the Cardinals are taking on the Eagles, and playing with you is kind of a human highlight reel himself. Absolute treat having both these guys on the field at the same time. You know these highlights are going to be nuts. Play action, Bridgewater, back to pass, going over the top, but it's going to be the Eagles secondary stepping in front of it, securing possession for Philadelphia. The Eagles' first score is going to come on a screen pass, which is kind of rampant these days. That becomes our Daily Advanced Madden Pure Fire tip of the day. Now with that, what you want to do is in coach adjustments. If you're on defense, click on coach adjustments. That's going to be R3. Then what you're going to want to do is go to your zone flats adjustments, and in the flats, you're going to turn that to 0. Then if you're really confident that they are definitely throwing their screen pass, go ahead, hold L1, R1, and flick up on the right stick. That's going to pass commit, and you should have excellent defense against the screen. Now, if that's too much work for you, grab the user closest to the play. Watch here, you stoppable? Whoa! You stopping him there. Cuts it in half, gets down the line, puts up the hands, gets a beautiful pick 6 on his screen pass. Watch Matt Cole cut to the inside, cut up. An unbelievable job intercepting the screen. Notice these two users are not coming straight up at the receiver. They're actually getting inside between the quarterback and the receiver. Not in a position to make a tackle. They're in a position to make a catch. Now here we are back to the human highlight reels. It's 10-0 Eagles at this point. Bridgewater back to pass. Probably should have gone with a little bit of...
Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
But Tommy unfazed, looking to go down 17 until, boom, there's Tommy Two Beers' unbelievable stick skill, getting through all the traffic, and instead of down 17 real quickly, he's made it a 3-point ball game. Now picking up action, down 10, 17-7, end of the second quarter. And what a way to go into the half. Tommy Two Beers, just the fidelity on the sticks on display yet again, week after week. That's at least 5 kick return touchdowns between the Eagles and the Cardinals in the last 3 weeks. You might want to think twice before sending it deep to either one of them. Tutu Atwell picking up another touchdown along the way. Just a prolific rookie. And here, it looked like that Eagle defender was triple covered by the wide receivers of the Cardinals. Somehow it's the Eagles coming away with the ball. They're up 31-14. Going over the top to Tutu Atwell, and he's not going to make any mistakes. It's a touchdown. Here, Bridgewater back to pass. Beautiful dot over the middle. And you know what that means. It's time for another kickoff. Hold your breath, kids, but I'll tell you this much. He's not holding R1. Watch this. He's not holding R1. But he doesn't need to, because he's not gonna get touched. Tutu Atwell off to the races yet again. And he's not done there. The way we cap this game off, Eagles on offense. They're going to put Atwell on a little wheel route. Gets by the defender. Pass lead up the field. And that's going to seal it. A win for the Eagles in Philadelphia. In a battle of highlights back and forth, it's the Eagles able to win at home versus the Cardinals. With the Raiders 2 games out of a playoff spot at the moment, getting to must-win territory, let's see how they did versus the Broncos. Picking this one up, 14-0 Broncos at the time. Josh Jacobs just absolutely plowing his way just over the goal line for a Raiders score. At that point, they were down 7, but let's fast forward. Broncos having a great game today. Sometimes Madden be like that, cancels the play action, hits Waller, and that's a Raiders touchdown. Javon and his Broncos bringing their A-game, picking up a win in Las Vegas. With Timmy's Panthers at 11-1, they're going to be hosting the Miami Dolphins and J-Lou in this Week 13 matchup. Panthers coming out strong out the gate. Dolphins back to pass. Looking over the middle, not a terrible read, but a great athletic play by the linebacking core of the Carolina Panthers. Now Kyler Murray back to pass. Nothing ball game, just starting things up. Back of the end zone, just missing the post is Robbie Anderson picking up 7. Dolphins back on offense and to the end zone. And who's got it? It's going to be Panthers ball, keeping the Dolphins off the board. But Dolphins coming back, making it 34-17 until, whoop! Christian McCaffrey with some fine stick skills up the middle, and that's going to seal it. Panthers keep rolling, make the final 48-17. With Zona's Chargers 1 game back of Matt Cole's Ravens, he's into Kansas City to take on Connor's Chiefs. Picking this one up, nothing first quarter, and the Chargers just come out firing. Goes up top to Keenan Allen, who wins a well-contested battle. Chargers in full control. End of the first quarter. How did we get so deep so early? And it's going to get to 35. I don't know if we've seen a team get to 35 any quicker. The Chargers just on fire. End of the first half. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs trying to get some momentum into halftime. They kick the field goal, get the 3 points, and it tends to work. They pick up their game in the third quarter. They go down the field, beautiful drive, and they cap it off with a nice little bit of improvisation to the back left corner of the end zone. And here we have it, Herbert gonna roll out, has a chance to put the game away to Keenan Allen, and oh my goodness, don't get looking over the wrong shoulder, and he punches it into the end zone. Zona with a great performance in Kansas City, keeping pace in the AFC. With the Bengals 1 game out of a playoff position, it is Sith and his Bengals who are hosting Beast Mode's Steelers. With the Bengals appearing to have the numbers on the outside, 4-1 on the outside, they choose to go up the middle because somehow they kind of had the numbers there too. Looked like a surefire touchdown, and that's what they got, but they are down 12-7, but with the ball, a chance to get back on top. Beautiful dot up the middle, and that's going to make it a Bengals lead. Fast forward 14-12 for the Bengals. End of the first half, back to pass, looking deep down the field for a big touchdown, Bengals. Big win for Beast Mode and his Steelers, make the final 34-27. With Matt Cole's Ravens 1 game up in the entire AFC, it's Joey's Lions in to visit in Baltimore. Picking up the action, already up 6. It's Lions with the ball, but he's gonna look over the middle, and that's a mistake. The Ravens secondary able to pick up the ball and get possession. Into Lamar's capable hands. He drops back, doesn't like what he sees, and oh my goodness, that was a tight gap to get through, and some fantastic moves by Lamar getting it down the field. Unable to punch it in though. It's 6-0 Lions. Back to pass once more, looking down the field. The Ravens looking like they got this thing boxed. Wish we got a bit of a better animation up the sidelines. The Lions don't even look to catch it. It's going to be Ravens ball, and with it It's going to be Justin Tucker from 56 yards out. That's how this half is going to end. 12-3 Lions on top, but Ravens able to pick up a little bit of momentum going into the third. Great little play action, buy some time. Lamar so deep down the field and absolutely naked is Duvernay picking up the easy 7 for the Ravens. Get in the car, guys. Put on your seatbelts. I'm driving. We're safe. Let's go. Now on to the next play. Fourth quarter. 450. And it's going to be Lamar up the left-hand side. This time he's finding Marquise Brown, who just torches the defense with his speed. And they got to go for 2, make it a tied ball game. And over the middle, beautiful dot. And that's exactly where we're at. Tied ball game, fourth quarter. Deep in his own end, Joey 3rd and 14 looking to make something happen, and the Ravens secondary equal to the task. They give the ball to Lamar in great field position, and Lamar's going to drop back, buying a bit of time, finds a man on his crosser. It's going to be Andrews to the end zone, but the Lions reply right away, and it's a 25-all ball game. We're in overtime. I see a fade on the left, but don't let that fool you. This ball's going deep up the middle, and it's going to be Tony with a walk-off touchdown. Great performance by Joey and his Lions, but make the final 31-25 for the Ravens. With the Rams well on the outside looking in, but playing phenomenal ball as of late. It's 4-1-2's Jacksonville Jags, who need a victory, one game out in the AFC playoff hunt. Buckle in, great game in Los Angeles. We pick it up 14-7. Fields back to pass, great pass lead, and he's gonna hit his man Chanot for a big touchdown. It's 14-all. And 2 minutes, 21 seconds left, second quarter. Dropping back to pass, quick throw, but coming down on it is Tyrann Mathieu. 21-14 Jaguars at that point. Fast forward, we got the Jags on offense. 21-all ball game as Mike Johnson had replied. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and it's a big hit, and it's going to be Aaron Donald scooping it up. Get off me, he says. Almost gets to the end zone, and they're able to pick up a field goal, so big stop by the Jags to hold them to 3. Now Fields rolling to the right. Gorgeous play, and they're going to sneak it into the end zone, and just like that, they're ahead, and here we're going to pick it up 28-24. Rams looking to the sidelines. Tyrann Mathieu again from the same spot. This time a bit of a longer run and a big tackle by the Rams quarterback to keep him out of the end zone. Now here we are, 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Rams needing something big, and unbelievable play. Jumping from his outside position to the inside, securing the ball. 2:20 left, a 4-point lead for the Jags. Looking to go over the top, and he does find his man DJ Chark down the field, and he's going to pick up another 7 and expand the lead. The Rams still with a bit of a shot. They're going to drop back to pass, one last-ditch effort, letting it go. It's going to be the Jags one more time. This time it's Schobert. It's 4-1-2's Jacksonville Jaguars going into Los Angeles and picking up a huge victory for their AFC playoff push. With Washington in full control of the NFC East, it's Mic Drops taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Some people are accused of spamming dive, spamming stretch. Here we got a little inside zone, and all this man does is spam touchdowns. It doesn't matter if it's a dive, if it's a stretch, if it's an inside zone. Great stick skill, and that's going to pull the football team to near even, but a missed extra point has them down a point as they hand off up the middle one more time, and he's going to be off to the races, taking it to a Washington football team lead. And one more highlight to show you. This one's a gem. This one is a little bit of a stretch to the outside, but he cuts it back inside, and wait for it, whoop! Making men miss. Beautiful play by Gibson up the right-hand side. Mic Drops with a solid performance start to finish, make the final 34-18 in a big win for the Washington football team. With great anticipation, it was the Packers at 9-4 versus Ryan Seahawks at 10-2. We're heading to Seattle, but to our dismay, there's only one highlight to show you, but it is the turning point of the game. Let's head to Seattle. Great win for Ryan, but really quickly, he's up 14, 3 yards to go on 4th down. Should he be able to go for this? Definitely not a punishment, but should we change the wording to include a clear no going for it in this case, or was this legit to go? Ryan taking care of business on this day, make the final for the Seahawks 35-21. Before we get to the huge highlights of an insane game between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers, both needing wins to stay alive in the NFC, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in Daily Advance Madden. In the oh-so-tight AFC South, it was the Tennessee Titans with a 3-point win over the Colts. JJ's Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a big win over Oh Yeah Next and his New York Giants. In Atlanta, it was DZ's Falcons over the Saints. Minnesota hit the road to Cleveland, come home with a 32-25 victory. Keys to the city and his New England Patriots picking up a 24-3 win in New York. And Blitz stays on fire with a 34-24 win over JJ Bands and his Buffalo Bills. With the Bears well on the outside looking in, but still with a chance, it's Miller's 49ers who are tied for 7th place, but don't currently hold the tiebreaker. Picking the action up, already 7-0 for the Niners in this huge tilt. Rolling out a little bit to his right, and he hits George Kittle for a big touchdown. Now, Bears fighting back, but it is 14-7 Niners, and it's going to be Raheem Mostert. Nice little stiff arm, and he accelerates to the outside, and nobody's going to catch Raheem. It's 21-7 at this point. Now moving on to the next play, 21-7, Bears with the ball, $1:56 to go in the half. Mac Jones looking over the middle, and it's going to be a big interception for Richard Sherman. Gets tackled almost immediately. Are they able to do anything with the ball? 14 seconds left in the half. This would be a big score. Gets hit, but no fumble. Hangs on. Zach Wilson definitely getting the better of Mac Jones on this day. Now, watch the crosser from Kittle. 28-25 ball game. Jumper Green working hard, but in a tight window. That's a San Fran touchdown. Now, 35-32, running to the outside, and good little run by Raheem Mostert, trying to put a man on skates, and he splits the middle to secure the victory in this one. That all but seals the fate for the Chicago Bears in this 2021 season. Miller keeping his hopes alive with a big win in San Francisco. With every game meaning so much at this point of the season, let's look at the top performers in our Players of the Week. In the NFC, on the offensive side of the ball, it was Tutu Atwell, 291 receiving yards as well as 4 receiving touchdowns. On the defensive side of the ball for the Seattle Seahawks, it's Shaquille Griffin with 3 tackles, a sack, 3 interceptions, and 1 for a touchdown. In the AFC, it's John Ross of the Bengals, no one running a better post pattern than he right now, 282 receiving yards for 3 receiving touchdowns. And to close things out, it's Tyrann Mathieu of the Jacksonville Jaguars, 6 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown. You know you have a rich week of highlights when 2 kick returns for touchdowns don't make it onto your list. We never do this, but this week we're going to have 4 nominees for a highlight of the night. Will it be San Fran? Will it be the Chargers? Will it be the Cardinals? Or will it be the Washington football team who earn your vote? Let's look at those highlights.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Right back to him on first down. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown. Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6. To the air again, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Touchdown, 49ers!
There you have it, 4 phenomenal highlight of the night nominees. Make sure to leave in the comment section below your vote for highlight of the night. Now with that, that pretty much wraps up our look at week 13. So happy you hung along for the ride, and for everyone at Daily Advanced Madden, I'm KMac33, and we'll see you tomorrow with week 14.